Paula, with the road stretch that you guys are all coming off of and all the overtime games you've had, you haven't really mentioned that, but you've already played 4 double overtime games, 5 overtime games in total. What have you learned about this team and the way they've battled through those? I mean, they haven't lost in any of those overtime games. You're undefeated in your last 11. So what have you learned about this younger team?
Well, I think they have some resilience in that, which is great. I think I always found that overtime is sort of about the gut check time period. I think the one thing that we are lacking is the person who steps up in that time period and finishes it off, or even in regulation. And so I think moving forward, we're going to have some of our key players step into some roles and do some significant things for us to be successful this year. And I'm quite excited about it because I think we have the tools to do that. We're still working on getting them in the best situation possible to have that happen.
11 freshmen on the team, awfully young. When you don't get a win for a couple of weeks, what do you do to, make sure that they keep their head up and, don't hang their head?
Well, the biggest thing we've been talking about is we've talked about how we've been good in spurts in games and not consistent. And the consistency is going to be a big part. But the biggest thing, and I've said this all before, is that it's about the process. And I think sometimes when you don't get results, you start looking at the results and it starts to become negative in your head. And for us, we go back to the process. Even the simple things about even crossing and finishing that we need to do better. So we've focused them on the process and doing the little things right that we can. For example, one thing that we need to do better is in the last 2 games, I believe we had something like 23 corners, which I think might be a record for us in terms of getting corners, but we need to capitalize on those. And so going through the process and doing the things right will be important. And I believe that if you do the process right, then the results will come.